All right, football fans, welcome. If you're gearing up for a huge Saturday of football, you are in exactly the right place. We're about to break down all the biggest matches across England, but we're not using gut feelings here. Oh no, this is all about the data and what the numbers are telling us. So let's get right into the forecast. So where are we getting all this from? Well, today we're diving into the predictions from the folks over at Goal. They've crunched the numbers for this Saturday's Premier League and Championship games, and we're going to break it all down to see what's in store for the weekend. Okay, before we jump into the matches, let's get one quick thing straight. You're going to see this term a lot, over 2.5 goals. What's that mean? It's simple. It just means the prediction is for a high-scoring game, at least 3 goals total between both teams. Think 2-1, 3-0, you get it. It's basically our shorthand for an exciting attacking match. And it really looks like Goal is expecting a ton of action. Our first big theme today is the predicted goal fests, and it looks like the Premier League is set to deliver in a big way. Just how much action are we talking about? Well, look at this. Out of the 10 matches we're covering, a whopping 7 of them are predicted to have over 2.5 goals. Yeah, that's right. So if you're a fan of attacking football, the data says you are in for a serious treat.
All right, let's kick things off with a classic, the Merseyside Derby. The prediction here is a pretty comfortable 3-1 victory for Liverpool. A high-scoring game with local bragging rights on the line, and it seems the data thinks Liverpool's attack will just be too hot for Everton to handle.
Next up, we've got a scoreline that might raise a few eyebrows. The data is pointing to a dominant 4-1 home win for Brighton over Tottenham. Wow, that's a pretty surprising prediction. Maybe pointing to just how strong Brighton is at home, or maybe the models see a really vulnerable Spurs defense. But hey, it's not all going to be one-sided blowouts. The data also suggests we're going to see some really entertaining draws, starting with Burnley and Nottingham Forest. They're tipped to share the points in what looks like a thrilling 2-2 game. And guess what? That 2-2 scoreline is popping up again, this time for Wolves versus Leeds. The data points to another end-to-end battle where neither team can quite find that winning goal, suggesting these two sides are very, very evenly matched. And rounding out our tour of the goal fests is a West London derby. And you're not going to believe this, the data is predicting a third 2-2 draw for the day between Fulham and Brentford. It really seems like the models are banking on pure entertainment over clear winners this Saturday.
So with all these goals predicted, it's easy to think every game is just going to be wide open. But is that really the case? Well, the data suggests not quite. Let's look at the other side of the coin, the tense, tactical battles.
So for our next section, we're focusing on the complete opposite end of the spectrum. We're talking about the tight, cagey games. You know, the matches where just one single goal could be the difference and where some potential upsets might be hiding. First up, another London derby. West Ham versus Crystal Palace. Now this one has all the makings of a really tight, physical battle, one of those that's often decided by the smallest of margins. And the prediction totally reflects that. Goal is forecasting a narrow 1-0 victory for the away side, Crystal Palace. A classic smash-and-grab result on the road, which, let's be honest, they've become pretty known for.
But now, let's get to the biggest tactical clash of the day, a real heavyweight bout between Manchester United and Chelsea at Old Trafford. This is going to be a big one.
And would you look at this prediction? It's another 1-0 result, but this time it's a forecasted away win for Chelsea. Now that would be a huge potential upset, a result that would absolutely send shockwaves through the league.
Okay, let's switch gears and turn our attention to the always unpredictable championship. The data here shows a little bit of everything, which really just highlights how tough this league is to call. The storylines here are just as good as the top flight.
And this table perfectly captures that chaos, doesn't it? You've got everything from a predicted 5-goal thriller between Leicester and Coventry to another 2-2 draw for QPR and Stoke, and then a cagey 1-1 for Birmingham and Swansea. It's just a reminder that in the Championship, any type of game is possible.
So we've looked at all the individual matches. Now let's zoom out and pull everything together to give you the real big picture for this Saturday. So what are the big takeaways? The data really points to 3 key trends. First, goals are definitely on the menu. 7 of the 10 games are predicted to be high-scoring. Second, be on upset alert with giants like Man United and Tottenham tipped to lose. And third, expect to share the points, because 4 matches are forecasted to end in a draw.
And here it is, the complete forecast, all in one place for you, all 10 predictions from Goal. From the high-scoring derbies to the tight tactical upsets, this is how the data models see the whole day unfolding.
Of course, data can only tell us so much. Football is famously, beautifully unpredictable. The numbers are set, the forecasts have been made, but the real drama, that happens out on the pitch. So the only question left is which one of these data-driven predictions is going to get completely torn up by 90 minutes of football. Enjoy the games.